Kalyani. Hello.
Namaste, namaste everyone. Yeah,
Namaste everybody.
So BTNH Day, very much happy that we are doing that very first live event here. So it will multiply and it will reach more than 50,000 couples every month, we believe. So with this, let me introduce myself and my BTNH family members. Myself, Dr. Kalyani, founder, Dhyan Baby Prenatal Education Program. More than that, I'm the proud BTNH family member, and I'm doing this Dhyan Baby program for more than 21 years. I help couples to have a conscious conception, healthy pregnancy, and to have a happy birth experience. So, which I am doing for last 21 years, and also more than 20,000 couples I could, the lives I could touch and produce more happy and healthy babies so far. So I have published my book, Dhyan Baby Language for Fetus, published by Partridge Penguin Publishers, USA. Thank you so much for that. And now it's time to introduce my BTNH family. And very much happy to see all of my Julie, Gordon, and Francois, and Faye, and Amelie, Leonie, and Dr. Payal. So I request one by one to introduce about themselves for the wonderful event. Because before that, let me say why we are doing this event. Because the BTNH is Birthing the New Humanity is working closely with the Sustainable Development Goals of the United Nations Organization. As per it is, this month is very much focusing on health, wealth, and wise. That means happiness. Okay, so we would like to focus on that. That's why we are just started doing this. Yeah, with this information, I request Julie to introduce about herself, and next Francois and Faye, Amelie, Leonie, and Payal. Julie.
Thank you so much, Dr. Kalyani. It's a joy to be with you and to be with everybody here and to talk to everybody about the importance of health. So my name is Dr. Julie Jerland, doctor in holistic medicines and co-founder of Birthing the New Humanity and Birth the Change. So I would like to give you probably one of my top 10 tips today of how to become healthy. So this is based on my own personal experience. And I would say that we really need to build a conscious, loving relationship with our body. So what does that mean? Is that our body works for us, our cells, 24/7 to keep us healthy. Despite everything that we do to it, it still works for us 24/7 to keep us healthy. And so to have appreciation for our body, to tell it that we're grateful, we're thankful, and especially to listen to when our body asks something from us, whether it's I'm thirsty, I need to go to the toilet, whatever, I need to lie down, I need to put my feet up, I need to go for a walk, whatever our body is asking from us, to start, if we don't already do it, to reply with love and appreciation. Thank you, my body. Thank you, my cells. If it's not possible to do what we're being asked to do, because it's not always, I'm driving down a highway and I can't just immediately go to the bathroom, for example, what can I do is I can say, thank you for letting me know this is important. And as soon as I can stop, I will go. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So this seems maybe not very important, but to build a healthy body and a healthy relationship with health, this is absolutely fundamental. So that's my invitation to you today, is to treat your body with love and respect and listen to the messages and reply with love. Thank you.
Wonderful, wonderful, Julie. Love that concept. Thank you so much. I request Francois to introduce about yourself and give few tips on health, please.
Yes, hello everyone. Hello Kalyani. Hello, namaste, everybody on this panel. I am Francois, as you rightly said. I am the other co-founder of Birthing the New Humanity and a proud member of the executive committee. Today, a tip about health. The best tip I've ever found is gratitude. Gratitude, like a constant state of appreciation from whatever is going my way. That includes obviously the food, which is very much linked with our health. But having the most healthy food in a way is not enough. Being grateful is changes everything. So thank you for the food. Thank you for the people who love me. Thank you for the people I love. Thank you for the planet. Thank you for the air I breathe. It just is an absolutely magic formula. Even thank you for the little disease that's going through, because I know there is something there is a blessing hidden behind it. That was my tip about being healthy. Gratitude.
Wonderful, wonderful, Francois. It's a different thought altogether. Yes, Julie was beautifully explaining we should listen our body, how much we have to be respectful, give respect to our body, and you add more value to it. You are very grateful for that. Whatever is happening, it's giving a new view. Okay, it's ultimately it's giving new view. Thank you so much for that. It means a lot for us. You made our day. And with this, let me ask Faye to introduce about yourself, and could you please give some tips for health aspect, please, Faye?
Thank you.
Hi. Thank you, Dr. Kalyani, and hello everybody that is here on the panel and everybody else who's watching. I'm Faye and I'm from Australia, and I'm a midwife of 33 years and registered nurse of 40 years, and I'm passionate about Birthing the New Humanity, been a founding member and executive committee member of Birthing the New Humanity. And my tip about being healthy, coming from my background of working with spirit, is to have a clear and healthy body, mind and spirit. And so having so much gratitude for this physical body that gets us around in this lifetime, because remembering that we are soul that incarnates into this physical existence, and knowing that we need to keep a healthy body in order to get us through this journey. So how we look after our body will ensure that we last the journey, really. So having utmost respect for our body, so that we put in clean water, clean food, clean air, keeping the environment around us clear and clean as well. So looking at electromagnetic fields and harmonizing the energies around us, and then also becoming in harmony with that ourselves. So meditation, practicing meditation every day and many times a day, whenever we find ourselves in peace, being able to meditate, tune into spirit, remember who we are, and stay in peace, then we can always maintain a healthy body. So I wish peace on everybody. Thank you. Namaste.
Excellent, Faye. Because you add more values. You said that health is, this combination of food and clean air and energy, the hormone, meditation, everything, through combination of everything only, we can get that good health and all. Great, Julie. We learned Faye, we learned so many things from you. Thank you so much for your inputs. And I request Amelie to introduce you about yourself, and please give some tips on, health aspect.
Thank you, Dr. Kalyani. So hi, everyone. Hi, this beautiful panel. I'm Amelie from France. I'm an hypnobirthing childbirth educator. And I'm very proud to be part of this Birthing the New Humanity family and to be with you today. So my tip on being healthy would be, for me, it's so be conscious of what you eat. That's very important. Being conscious of what you eat as having very fresh food and organic food, etc. But for me, that's not enough. What is also important is what are your thoughts, because we know that your state of mind will impact your body. So if you want to be healthy, for me, it's very important to be conscious of your thoughts. So not only of what you eat, but also of what you think and the way maybe you behave. So all the things that include a human being would be, for me, be conscious of what you eat, what you think and what you do, and this will really contribute to have a healthy life. So that would be my tip for today.
Lovely, lovely, Amli. It's so great that so each and every member is giving their beautiful information. So that's great. You are telling that more consciousness of that what you are eating and what you are thinking is very much important. It's very well worked with our Birth the New Humanity, the group. Such a wonderful inputs I got it from you, Amli. And next, yeah, thank you so much, Leonie. Could you please introduce yourself and give some tips on that health aspect, please?
Hi, everybody. Thank you for giving me space and to being part of Birthing the New Humanities. I am really excited to be a part of this team, the new Birthing Humanities family. My specialist is what I kind of look into, and what I'm so passionate about is sort of helping women to understand the emotional side of pregnancy and how it affects the baby. When we talk about, what my tips are for health, we have this, I'm going to go back to my roots. We have this very Caribbean saying, and it says, what is meant for you will never miss you. And that is something that's always helped me to stay healthy, because it's always gave me the perspective to really take my time, to not rush, to sort of be patient, and just really kind of take care of myself, take care of my thinking, what I'm eating, and what I'm sort of putting out there in the world. And that's always kind of helped me to stay healthy and conscious about the type of life I want to live and how I can sort of support others in this world too. So thank you.
Lovely, lovely so much, Leonie. Started with a beautiful quote and explained very well, simple but crisp and beautiful, very informative. Thank you so much, Leonie. And then Dr. Payal, can I invite Dr. Payal, and please introduce about yourself and please give some tips on health aspects for our BTNH members, please.
Thank you, Dr. Kalyani. Namaste, everyone. So it's lovely to be in this panel, healthy, wealthy, and what we have learned from the very childhood. So today, before I talk about this, let me share one incident, what my mother taught me from when we were young. She said that whenever you are eating anything, be thankful to all the people because of whom the food is on your plate. Maybe the farmers, your person who, the shopkeeper, to everyone, each and everyone. From the time it has been planted till the time the food is on our plate. So that I practice till today, to grateful to each and everyone for whom I am eating the food. And that, I think, it improves the quality of the food, being thankful. And then next is visualization about the good health of myself and to all the people around me. That has got an immense effect on I think our surrounding as well. It makes any negative situation into positive, powerful situation. And the last thing is being thankful to each and every moment of life. And being as a lactation practitioner, I always teach the new mothers. So whenever you are feeding your baby, please visualize that you are giving the best. Whenever you are holding the baby, feel that love, connection, and positivity is flowing through your milk, and baby is becoming healthy and healthier. And and lastly, I want to introduce myself. I'm a lactation consultant from past 15 years practicing in Bangalore, and I'm really delighted to be a part of this wonderful Birthing the New Humanity family. Thank you.
Wonderful, wonderful, Payal. Excellent. You are telling that when we eat, health is, on that, when we are thanking someone, so there are so many people are connected with this food, what you are having in our plate, food which we are having on our plate. Yes, we have to be very thankful and very much happy for you, Dr. Payal. And I would like to add my points on it. See, health, when it comes to health, we have to consider that healthy mind and healthy body. Okay, so as per my knowledge, being healthy is very simple. Okay, you have to do so many unwanted things to complicate your health actually. So for that, you first of all, what you have to do is, for example, if you are a teenager and you are just reach your adulthood and just trying to get married, kind of in that stage itself, I'm requesting all to check your mind and check your body. Start from there. So I'm checking means, see, when you check your body and mind, your body and mind will tell you what you want, what are the problems you have. So not to focus on problem. If you find that what are the problems you have, from that time onward, if you start, means taking treatment, simple herbal remedies and remedies from kitchen. If you start taking the right food, right amount, right place, regional food, very seasonal food, and plant-based food, it's going to give lots of good impact in your health, life, where you can lead a healthy life. Not only now, when you become, when you try to get conceived, when you are pregnant, and when you give a baby, and then lifelong you can enjoy yourself. So start checking your mind and start checking your body, treat it, address it, let it go. Even if you have find the issues, let it go and gain good energy. There the good starts, start in your life. Thank you so much. And let us come to that next point. Now is wealth. See, end of the day, just as that basic pyramid. Just first we need food and shelter, water and everything, and then we need some basic money and society and needs responsibility, everything. See, when it comes to second step, money plays vital role. Once we fill our body with more nutritious food and diet, we are living in a beautiful house and whatever it is. Next comes status. And then the money plays vital role, and also that wealth plays vital role. Let us talk about that wealth aspect, how we can be wealthy. Okay, how we all can be wealthy. The mother earth is providing everything enough for everyone, but how we can deserve it, how we can receive it. That the tips that great eminent personalities in this forum are going to share. Come on, let us start it again. Julie, please share your ideas, tips on wealth.
Thank you very much, Kalyani. So, wealth for me starts in our mind, how we consider ourselves and how we consider money. Firstly, we are all very, very wealthy. So to come from a wealthy mindset that says, well, if I said to you, will you cut off your arm if I give you $1 million? It's quite likely you wouldn't. And what about 2 arms? And what about your legs? It's quite likely that even for millions, you wouldn't do it. So we are actually very, very wealthy. We are rich with what we have. So that's the first thing. Then to consider that money is energy, and to accept every time money comes towards us, whatever reason, that we say, thank you, thank you, thank you. And we receive this energy in. And as we receive it, we're grateful for it. It's an energy. And we then, when it's time to pay something out, we do exactly the same. The fact that we have that money to pay for something or to give that money to whatever is that we are rich, that we have it. So we're happy to give it. And again, we say, thank you, thank you, thank you. And by doing this, we're actually blessing the physical money, if it is physical money, because you can do the same if you have money coming into your bank account, or if you have an exchange of physical money. But if you do this, you are actually impregnating that money, that energy with your blessing. And so it becomes a friend and it does something good inside you. And then when you give it, you're giving blessed energy with all your love to the next person who will receive that. and they receive it as a wonderful energy. And so being rich and wealthy means that we can receive and give, receive and give in gratitude, not to hoard and stock, but receive and give, receive and give, in this mindset that we are infinitely wealthy. So thank you very much. That's my tip for today.
Awesome, awesome, Julie. You simply, beautifully explained that philosophy of givers gain. When you give something with lots of gratitude, and it will get back that energy. It's not in the form of money. It's energy. It's complete. Money is energy. That's a new concept you have given us. That's lovely, Julie. Thank you so much for that. Yeah, I just learned a great thing with you. Thank you so much. And next on my screen is Francois. Please, could you please share your ideas and wealth, please?
And I didn't recognize my name. Did you ask me?
Yes, yes.
Oh, okay, sorry about that. Yes. So yes, well, let's talk about wealth. It's always a nice topic, isn't it, to be wealthy? What I've learned about wealth is, in order to attract wealth, you have to be wealthy. In fact, there are lots of sayings saying that. And the way to be wealthy is not how much you have in the bank, is how you feel wealthy. If you feel poor inside, and you look at the wealthy people and you like to be there, but you look at it from a poor perspective, that means they are there and you are here, and you'll never be part of them. If you consider yourself wealthy, if you even are prepared to give, because you are wealthy, when you are wealthy, you want to give. I mean, some people want to give when they're wealthy, and the other ones will not remain wealthy. So you are prepared to do that. You are prepared to exchange. You are prepared to be wealthy inside and outside. Then that's what's going to happen. Wealth is going to come on the outside. And one of the ways for that is not only to know already that you are wealthy, but it's also to imagine. And what I mean imagine is see yourself in the situation of the next step of being wealthy. It means, I don't know, having 2 million in the bank, and you know that, and you say you appreciate that, you feel inside yourself how it feels, and it feels, if it doesn't feel right, you go back to where you were before. But if it feels right, you just say thank you, and you are there, and you feel how wealthy you can be, just because inside you are wealthy. That's it.
Wow, wow. Yeah, you want to receive, wealth, be a wealthy person. That is what your concept is. Lovely, lovely, wonderful. The imagination, as if you are a wealthy person, that much confident we have to gain to receive more wealth. Wonderful, wonderful, Francois. Thank you so much for your input. And then Faye, I request you to give your ideas and thoughts on wealth.
Thanks, Kalyani. So yeah, wealth to me is not just about money either. It's about abundance in all forms. So as a spiritual being, as we come into physicality, like we are like unlimited potential, and we come into this physical body, and we kind of like forget that we can tap into that at any time. So we become this like smaller version of ourselves, or so we think, and we just forget that we actually have access to all of that, whatever we want at any time. So it's about mastering that concept and remembering who we are, and that we can actually create and manifest whatever we so desire. So just remembering that we have that ability, and so looking at things from a higher perspective and calling in all the supports and the guidance that we have, through the other levels, knowing that we can get support and guidance from there as well. And also, the abundance in the form of our friends and our colleagues and all the beautiful, amazing other humans that we've called into our existence to have these amazing interactions. To me, that's true wealth. So I look around here and see, beautiful people in this panel. Like, to me, you are my wealth. Having people like you and my family, that's my wealth.
Wonderful, wonderful way that Julie explained the philosophy of giver's gain. You simply explained the philosophy of the modern world is clearly telling that, see, your net worth is your net worth. Okay, that's your wealth. So that you correctly said, this family is my wealth. Of course, you know, sometimes money, the energy in the form of money, energy in the form of relationship, energy in the form of love. Okay, that's great. Beautifully explained about that. Well, Faye, thank you so much for that. And Amelie, could you please, I request you to give your input on that well.
Yes, thank you, Kalyani. So for me, it's not also about money. It's more linked with the value we give ourselves. And I think the more we value ourselves, the more, the richer we feel. And for me, being rich would mean that I feel really loved and safe, but from inside. And then I'm sure I will attract wildness from the outside, but it will start first with my inner state and the way I feel. Thank you, Kalyani.
Wow, Amelie, simple but very powerful, very, very powerful. You said value ourselves is a great wealth. You know, that's what simply you explained. Awesome. Thank you so much for the input. And Leonie, could you please share your view on wealth, please?
Thank you, Kalyani. My wealth has always been linked to health. So how healthy am I in my physical, my emotional, and my spiritual sense, my spiritual body, and my physical body, and my emotional body. And when I look at that, I look at the sort of sources of richness, like where do I see where I'm filled to the brim with richness in terms of love, in terms of friendships, you know, just to echo Faye as well, in terms of my sort of good health, you know, how am I doing in terms of my health? And that's how I truly sort of measure wealth for me, is that source of inner wellness, that source of riches. And once I start feeling completely healthy and completely sort of filled up with that sort of riches, that's how I sort of start I would say, attracting the wealth.
Oh, excellent, Leonie. Excellent. You say that, you know, health is wealth. Now, how healthy I am spiritually, how healthy I am in, you know, psychologically. That is wealth. That is what wealth. Wow, simply awesome. Thank you so much for your sharing. And then, can I request Dr. Payal to put your thoughts on wealth, please?
Yeah, thank you, Dr. Kalyani. Yes, for wealthy, for me, it's not only about money, it's about, you know, how happy you are with that amount of money, how happy the people around you. So, wealthy means, if I consider myself wealthy, if I find that, you know, I am in a joyful mood, and I am able to bring happiness to anybody around me, that makes me, you know, that gives me immense gratitude and thankfulness. So wealthy, when we consider wealthy, I always visualize that people around me all are having divine abundance and happiness. And that's how I define wealthy in my life. I know that, you know, when we ask for others' happiness, others' abundance, automatically it will come to you. Yeah, that's all from my side. Thank you.
Absolutely, Dr. Payal. Just you rightly said, so not the money, you know, how it's so, but how much happy you are with that money, how much satisfaction you are carrying with the money, and how much you are, you know, being happy with your family is very much important. That's the great point you have shared with us. Thank you so much. And now that Alison is joined with us. Hi, Ali. Namaste. Ali?
Yes, hello, hi.
Hi, Ali. We are just sharing our inputs on wealth. Okay, so do you have any great ideas on your own aspect and perseverance on wealth, please, which will help the mothers and, you know, the youngsters those who are watching this video, please?
Oh, thank you. For me, the idea is really about how I think in my culture we call it prosperity, and is not material sense, but also it's not only the material, but also the psychological, physical, emotional, mental, everything, all the different layers of your being that is really satisfied. And yeah, I think that's what I would call wealth. And yeah, so yeah, that's my thinking, and sorry for being late. Thank you.
Lovely, lovely, Ali. Just that's what progression, that prosperity should progress with the right way and right thinking. Okay, that's great. That's what your input. Thank you so much for your inputs, Ali. I would like to add my own view on this. Okay, that wealth. See, wealth, as Julie said, money is energy actually. So we should utilize it properly. We should use that energy in proper channel. For example, when it comes to pre-pregnancy period for a newly married couple, when it comes to pregnant couple, when it comes to that newly mom and dad, see, for an example, I can say, few mothers, they'll spend money, the energy to buy some multivitamin tablets to satisfy the vitamin need to their body. Okay, so instead of that, if they start taking the right food, okay, the consultation with the right doctor, and that saves your energy called money, which is flowing in a different wrong way. And also, please eat right and do right. And many parents, they will not do that proper exercise. They'll mothers, youngsters, everyone, and then doctor will advise them to, that's not people are not having good blood flow in your body. Please take this supplement, medicines kind of thing and all. Instead of that, if you exercise regularly, okay, when you spread all your energy throughout your body, all the good flow is happening, then you don't need to spend money for doing some other exercise programs for this and that, and infertility issues and all the blockages, all these things all here and there. So saving money is also equal to earning. Okay, as Julie said, money is energy. We have to utilize and channelize the money in a proper way so that we can have a healthy life. Because spending each and every single penny money matters a lot. It should go to the right way and right channel. Thank you so much. And now, it's our time to talk about whys. Okay, health is very much important. Next comes wealth. Fine. If you don't have proper whys, that knowledge and wisdom, how we are going to manage our health and wealth? How we are going to lead happy life in the wonderful mother, the wonderful mother earth is giving everything. We should be here to enjoy her. We should be here to thankful for her. We should do so many good things for her. So we need to stay here for more years. So what way we can be very wise, and what way we can give something good for our society and community to the world? Come on. Our members are going to give their own great information about whys. Come on, let me again start with Julie. Could you please give your inputs on whys?
So my favorite tip for today is about extremes. Human beings tend to be extreme, and this creates Mother Nature to be extreme because we affect everything. We affect our environment. We either go from extremely rich to poor to all these extremes that we're seeing, extremely happy to extremely depressed. So I would just like to address this, that every time we go to an extreme, the pendulum swings to one side. And the law of the universe says that it's going to swing to the other side. So when you're extremely happy, be very, very careful, because you might end up swinging to the other side. So my wisdom tip is stay in the middle. You have to balance a little bit. You can't just be completely flat and straight, because that's death. But don't swing wildly. Make sure that as we breathe in, we breathe out. As we move this way, we move this way. And so that we keep moving and not going to extremes. And that's in our way of thinking, it's our way of feeling, it's the way of acting, it's the way of being. Don't allow the forces inside you, inside or those that you give out, to go to an extreme. Thank you.
Amazing, amazing, amazing. You simply say stay neutral. Stay neutral. That's what all the spiritual thoughts, ideas is telling. Please treat pleasure and pain equally. So person who is maintaining the neutral energy only can treat the pleasure and pain equally. And then he can come out of his thing and he can reach his height. That's wonderful, lovely point, Julie. That's great. And thank you so much. And Francois, I request you to give your idea on wise.
Yes, well, strangely enough, after quite a few years of scratching my head on this, how to become wise, of course, what they told me, I say they, my teachers, families, etc., to become wise, you have to learn a lot, and you have to go to school, and you have to apply yourself to lots of wisdom and think a lot. And, you know, this is not entirely false, but it depends which wisdom you are talking about. I realize with time is the only wisdom which is worth it for me is anything which brings me to honoring love. For some reason, love attracts wisdom and wisdom attracts love. If you spend your wisdom to really honoring wherever there is, like, I would say, impersonal love happening, loving beings, loving nature, loving animals, loving your partner, obviously, loving your children, loving the people around, even if you are trained, learning to love your enemies and be grateful for the worth it lessons they have given you. This, for some reason, is what is going to make you wiser. That's my wisdom tip for today.
This is ultimate, Francois. This is ultimate. See, actually, in Indian Shastras, keep beautifully telling that the great ultimate wisdom, what you have to get is to know Shivam is, Lord. You should learn Lord. You should know that God. But when you know the God, you learn something wise, which is love is God. Anbe Shivam. That is what they say. Okay, so when you know God, you feel, wow, I know God. But when you know God, you learn a greater thing than that. Love is God. So you beautifully explained that concept. Thank you so much, Francois. And Faye, would you please share your idea on wiseness?
Thanks, Kalyani. So my wisdom tip would probably be to trust your own intuition, because we have like this, as I've said before, unlimited potential, and we kind of know inside of us what feels right. Like, to me, your intuition is your guiding compass through life. So it's our connection with spirit, and to remember why we're here and the path to get to where we're going. So if we can block out all the outer noise and do more meditating and more listening, more praying, more being at one with nature, then we hear our own intuition speaking loud and clear to us. And so it's really important to follow, and especially as new mums or expectant parents, to tap into that intuition, especially during the time of birth, because there'll be so many people talking at you and telling you what you should do, but ultimately it's us that knows all about our baby and our body and how we're going to birth. So you need to really nurture that and grow that intuition and trust what you're getting all the time, above and beyond what others say.
That's wonderful. Knowing yourself is a great wise activity to do. That's what you beautifully explained about that. Faith, thank you so much for that input. And then Amelie, please add more value in this.
Yes, I'll try to add more value. Thank you, Kalyani. So the first tip that came to my mind was treat others as if it were you. And actually, we're all one. So I think this is very important, and I'm sure this will lead to a peaceful society. So we really need to really treat and see the others as we are a global family. And for me, this will really be an important tip to live wisdom and peace and love on our planet. So That's my tip for today, Kalyani.
You want to treat others the way you expect yourself to be treated by others. That's a great thought. Wonderful, Amli. Very thoughtful. Thank you so much for your value. And Leonie, could you please add some more points and values in it?
Yeah, so just thinking about wisdom. For me, over the number of years that I've been alive, the greatest, I would say the greatest thing that I've learned that has helped me become more wise is understanding myself. Because the more you understand yourself, the more you understand humanity, because we're all linked in one way or another. So you end up having a sense of peace for self, for others, for what's happening out in the world, because you start to understand yourself and your place in the world and the links that you have. And to me, that's always kind of helped with sort of providing wisdom, is just having that deeper understanding for life through understanding yourself, because then you become at peace. And that's really key. Thank you.
Awesome, awesome, awesome. So understand yourself to understand the whole humanity. Yeah, there's a beautiful saying in Tamil, andathil ullathu pindathil, means what is there in the cosmic is very much present in your body too. Don't go further away out of this body. Please go deep within. That is what all the sastras beautifully explaining. Wow, thank you so much for reminding that, Leonie. And then next on my screen is Ali. Are you there?
Yes,
Please
I'm here.
more
Yeah,
value in this, my dear. Come on.
Yeah, thank you. I had the idea that's a little bit similar to Julie's. I feel like in our world, there's always the darkness and the light, and it's like yin yang, and the positive and the negative, the love and the fear. And so we have these polarities. And I remember my first time being a mom, I had to encounter a lot of fears. And so that's kind of how the society has shaped our people, the mind, especially for women, first time facing the big body changes, all this transformation of, having a life developed inside, and there's a lot of unknown, and it's really scary for the mind. So there's a lot of fear to deal with. And so if a mother is not conscious, it's really easy to just live in fear. And so, yeah, my first birth was really learning how to trust, how to love, and how to, recognize like the body can do it. I can trust myself. I can trust my baby. I can trust my body. And then I was like totally like, there's no negativity. We have to be positive. We have to only choose love. And I go to the other side. I was like, no, there's only the positive. And I beat myself up when I feel fear. And then I feel that it's just, not possible to only have the positive. And there's love, there's fear, and they sometimes exist in our lives, alternatively sometimes. So it's like the yin and yang. I feel that it's really the consciousness that I always consciously choose love. And when I recognize there's fear, I embrace it, I talk to it, and I face it, and then they will just fade away. So yeah, that's my little piece of
That's
wisdom.
great.
Thank you.
Lovely, lovely, lovely. See, Julie beautifully said that you have to be very neutral with that, two extremes and all. But you add just, more value in it. Like, so when you face some extremes, like extreme fear, please consciously put your thought on it. Okay, deal with that emotions. Okay, just let it go and deal with that. And automatically it will take you to that neutral, and, it can be wise and all. Thank you so much for your input, my dear. And then can I request Dr. Payal to share her view on it?
Yeah, thank you, Kalyani. So here I'm also, learning a lot. And for me, wisdom, when we say, I think we are learning from Mother Nature, from our ancestors, from everybody in that case. And every day is a learning phase. We are even we are learning from small kids. We are learning from animals, and that if we can apply in day-to-day life, and along with using our common sense, yeah, that's all from my side. Yeah, thank you.
Lovely, lovely. Well said, my dear. Well said. Thank you so much for that beautiful input. And it's almost we are end of this session, and we have more participants, Sangamitra and Pragya, and very much happy, to have you here with us. So this, yes, let me share my view on this at last. Always, I believe wise. What is wise? See, you are the masterpiece of your life. You can create your own life. Believe that. And also, we are also the God particle. We are prepared of all 5 elements. So it is God particle exactly. So please, connect within and connect with yourself. I agree with that. Faye and Amelie and Ali and Julie and Francois Leone and Payal. They share their beautiful views. The combination of everything. Like, we have to understand ourselves. We have to follow that intuition, and then definitely that is the wise thing. We can do. The best thing we can do in this world is please read ourselves, connect within, to connect with that very God particle which is present with us. Thank you so much for the opportunity, and thank you so much for the participants to have put your wonderful, beautiful explanation. Thank you so much.